Well, good morning, private practice success community. How are you today on this Monday? It's Gerda here, of course, coming to you with our 90-day vlog challenge. And today we are doing vlog number 52. Can you believe it? So what I want to do before we get stuck into today's vlog, which is something a little bit different, as for the first time in 51 vlogs, so today is number 52, I've got a guest with me that I'm going to be, no, actually I lie, I've had one guest before. I had Bev, my website person, so this is the second time I'm doing this. So let me just share this to our private practice success groups to make sure that everybody has an opportunity to hop on and listen live if they are available. Okay, so I'm just posting first in the group for our practice owners. Next, we're going to share this in our masterclass graduate group. Let's pop that in. There we go. Looks like one person has joined us live. Please say hello so that I know who you are. One more in my online marketing group, because we will talk a little bit about stuff that's related to that. There we go. And last but not least, in the how to start a private practice group, because I thought this would be really interesting for those guys as well. Okay, one more. Starting. There we are. It's all done. So let me just have a look here. Okay, so as you can see, I'm not in my normal vlog location. I am actually out here at a coffee shop. Today is of course Monday, and every second Monday or so, depending on how busy we are, we have my management team meeting where I meet with my principal psychologist and the rest of the management team. Today it's just myself and Frankie, so we thought, hang on, we're going to come for breakfast. So we've just had a lovely breakfast, and now I'm going to interview Frankie and ask her a couple of questions that you guys have sent to me. So I'm just going to open up those questions here on my computer so that I can ask her as we go. So let me move this way. Alrighty.
Hello.
Okay, so just to formally introduce Frankie. So Frankie is my principal psychologist at the practice. She'll tell you a bit about that, what that involves. Frankie's also a clinical psychologist. And you've been with the practice for how long now?
3 years, I think.
3 years. Yeah. Geez, that's quick advancement and running the show already. Alrighty. You see, we can see one person's joined, but we can't see whom it is. So please let us know when you join. Just say hi, hello in the comment section, then we know you are here. All right, let's get stuck in. So the first question we have for Frankie is from the Private Practice Owners Facebook group, and this question is from Daniel. So Daniel would like to know, how would you define your role in the practice? So I'm guessing, what does a principal psychologist do?
Good question. Everything.
There you go. There's your answer.
No, but it's quite a diverse role. So I have my own caseload, so I still see clients. I am principal across 2 practices, so I see clients 1 day a week, though when I was just at the one practice I had a 3-day-a-week caseload. And then the other days is spent doing supervision with the other clinicians. I manage the CRT, so the client relationship team, receptionists. I'm doing GP meet and greets, engagement with the community, marketing, do news faxes and the Facebook groups. I do my own live videos, my own 90-day challenge. I'm HR as well, so I'm always busy recruiting and doing performance management with the team.
I think that's
probably about it, and everything else that kind of comes up on a day-to-day basis.
That's right. So as we said, Frankie basically runs the show, not of one, but of 2 practices. And I can tell you, it is a lot of work. A lot of work. I see Naomi is live with us. I can see it on my laptop. For some reason, we can't see it on here. There we go. Good morning to both of you.
Hi, Naomi.
Thanks for being here with us. Now we don't feel so alone.
Yes.
Awesome. So let's get the next question. Is from Simon, also from our private practice owners group. Simon says, thanks Gerda for the opportunity to ask this question. So Simon wants to know, how do you address the issue of client retention numbers with the clinicians when their averages are below 6 sessions? So really looking at how do you approach that subject. And then he also asked, what does Frankie think is the main variable that contributes to, I guess, them not having a good retention number, and what can be done about that?
Okay, so the first question around addressing it with the team when their average is below 6. So I think what's really important is making it part of our team culture. So it starts from the interview process, where we make sure that they are aware of how to engage clients, and they're aware of we ask about how they go about measuring that they're achieving results with clients in our interviews. So we're looking for people who understand that they need to obtain feedback and engage their clients. And then it's set up as part of a team culture. So we talk about it in clinician PD days. We have one clinician who runs fit outcome stuff. So he's very much the crusader of retention rates, and he talks about it from his own experience. So that certainly helps. But then when clinicians aren't performing how we would expect them to in terms of retention rates, then it's about discussing that with them in clinical supervision. So I discuss it with them routinely, whether they're hitting that benchmark or not, and that's just how the team culture is, I guess, at the psych professionals, is that we're always looking to better ourselves as clinicians. But the thing that, what was the second part of the question? The main variables.
Yeah, and how to, I guess, work on improving those retention rates, positioning that stuff.
Yeah, so I think positioning is a big part of that, helping the clinician to position their clients in terms of what therapy's all about and what it looks like, and usually talking about it as a 6-session block, that we will, this is what session 1 looks like, session 2, and then at session 6 we'll review things, and we'll see what needs to happen then. So really positioning the clients to know what to expect out of therapy, rather than just, session 2 haven't got better, therefore I'll drop out. But also helping clinicians with that person-centered stuff as well, making sure they can engage the clients, and they know what it takes to make a client feel at ease and comfortable.
Yeah, I think it's a lot of times there's things that we take for granted that clinicians need to be doing, which sometimes doesn't happen. And I think that psychoeducation on the treatment process, because clients come with their own expectations of what the process is going to be like. And if we don't explain it to them and educate them how we work at our practice, how the system works, then they're more likely to go, oh, well, this is not what I wanted. Most definitely. Awesome. All right, next question is also from Daniel. Daniel says, how do you generate a team feeling when combining contractors and staff?
So I guess, our subcontractors are our clinicians, and then our staff are our supporting staff, so CRT and management and that sort of thing. So having I hear what you're saying, it can be difficult when there's that kind of divide, but I think again it comes down to positioning. When you get new team on board, making it really clear what's expected of them, and at our practice what's expected of them is contributing to our team environment. So that's built into the career progression pathway as well, and it's made very clear that what we value is contribution to the overall team. And then we set up things around that, like team meetings, or we have our Facebook group and Monday team updates and things like that help to maintain that cohesiveness.
Yeah. I like that. Positioning and a lot of communication, and also spending time together, and not just being those ships in the night that come in and you do your own thing and you go back home again. Awesome. And then last but not least, and I might need to leave the room for this one, Nicole asks, what is Gerda really like to work for? Well, I don't think that Frankie works for me, she works with me. And I often think she's in charge, so I'm not sure how you're going to answer that one, Frankie.
I actually get that question a fair bit, so it's my favorite question. I think surprisingly you're very supportive and understanding, which I think most people think that you'd be cracking a whip on my back, but I think she's incredibly easy to work with, which is really nice, but also very motivating and inspiring. So yeah, I think that probably answers
10 out of 10. Full marks
I'll
for that
tell
one.
you the truth later. No, honestly, I'm very lucky. You are very easy to work for, so yeah.
Yes, no, we make an awesome team. And getting a principal psychologist is probably one of the best things that I've done in my practice. Never regretted it one day, and it's really awesome knowing that you've got somebody at the practice that you trust 100%, that does what needs to be done and enjoys that process. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for allowing us to interview you today.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, it's my pleasure. So everyone, I will speak to you as always again tomorrow, for which will be vlog 53. And remember, as always, all you need to do is say yes to your very own ultimate level 5 private practice. And I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.